Elections are not won on election day. They are won in the months leading up to it. And yet, too many party workers make a deadly mistake. They work not to lose instead of working to win. That's why elections slip away by just a handful of votes. Picture this. A candidate loses by 500 votes, but on election day, more than 1,000 of their supporters stayed home. Why? Because nobody reached out. Nobody knocked on their doors. Nobody gave them a reason to show up. That, my friends, is the difference between winning and losing. And let's be clear, this is a battle, not a parade. The political party that wants to celebrate on election night must be strategic from now. The first move: deploy your best fighters. Both the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, and the People's National Party, PNP, need to get the ground game right. And that means strategically unleashing their best campaigners where it matters most. On the JLP side, that person is Juliet Holness, wife of Prime Minister Andrew Holness. She is a formidable force on the campaign trail, charismatic, disciplined, and deeply connected with the base. If the JLP truly wants to dominate in key battleground constituencies, she should be front and center. For the PNP, it's Mark Golding, the party's president. His strength? He is relatable. He is authentic. He knows how to connect with the grassroots, speaking in a way that moves people, not just discussing policies. If the PNP wants to fire up their supporters and flip the undecided voters, they must send Golding deep into the trenches. Mass meetings look great on TV, but they don't win elections. Remember that declaration? 150,000 strong, can't be wrong? Well, that leader and his party lost the election. The real work happens constituency by constituency, voter by voter. And it's not just about the leaders. The most critical warriors in this battle, the party workers. Let's talk about the real game plan. Personal connections beat mass meetings. Every time, in fact, people vote for who they feel connected to, not just the party, not just the leader, the person who makes them feel seen. Here's the secret. If you're a party worker, you are the face of the campaign, not just the candidate. What works? One-on-one outreach. Every vote starts with a conversation. If you're not knocking on doors or making phone calls, you're losing votes. The commitment ask: when you talk to a voter, don't just say, "Will you vote?" Instead say, "Will you commit right now to voting on election day?" People are more likely to follow through when they commit to something out loud. Text messages and WhatsApp. Blitz. Jamaicans live on their phones. A simple personal message from a party worker makes a voter feel valued. Send reminders, follow up, keep them engaged. Technology is your secret weapon. Old-school campaigning alone is not enough. The best campaigns today use technology to dominate. Smart data equals smart wins. Voter tracking. Party workers should use bingo sheets to track who has voted and who hasn't, in real time. On election day, your job is to hunt down every missing voter. Micro-targeting with social media. Did you know a 10-second Instagram reel can move more young voters than a 2-hour rally? Short, powerful messages should flood WhatsApp, TikTok, and Instagram daily. Geofencing and SMS reminders. On election day, send location-based texts to remind voters near polling stations to cast their ballot. It works. Election day is a full military operation. No voter left behind. That's the rule. Election day is not a time to relax. It's a battlefield. And the best party workers act like generals. What should be happening? Transportation is king. Have drivers ready for seniors, disabled voters, and anyone without easy access to polling stations. Check the data. Who hasn't voted? Use voter lists to track missing supporters. Call them. Knock on their doors. Physically bring them to vote if needed. Election day energy. Last-minute excitement works. Loudspeaker cars. Social media countdowns. Text message blasts. Keep the pressure on until the last vote is cast. Here's the brutal truth. If a voter doesn't hear from you, they will stay home. If you don't remind them, they will forget. If you don't make them feel their vote matters, they won't bother. And if that happens, you lose. The difference between a victory speech and a concession speech is the work you put in now. Every party worker is a fundraiser. Money fuels campaigns. And guess what? You don't need billionaires. Small donations equal big wins. Diaspora power. Jamaicans abroad will donate if they feel connected. Reach out to them. Crowdfunding works. The most successful campaigns get thousands of small donations, not just big ones. Community fundraisers, bake sales, concerts, raffles, it all adds up. Every dollar funds ads, transport, and voter outreach. Here are 4 bonus facts. Bonus number 1. In some instances, 60% of voters decide in the last 48 hours. That means your final push is everything. Bonus number 2. Women vote more than men. Want to win? Fire up the women's vote. Bonus number 3. Jamaica's youth voter turnout is dangerously low. If you don't engage them, the opposition will. Bonus number 4. Voter motivation is based on emotion, not logic. Inspire them. Don't just give them facts. Give them a reason to care. The countdown is on. If you're a party worker, what you do now will decide what happens on election day. So what's your move? Are you just hoping your supporters show up? Or are you making sure they do? Because in politics, hope is not a strategy. Action is. Like and share this video with every campaign worker, every voter, and everyone who wants to see a better Jamaica. Let's get to work, now. If you haven't already done so, please like this video and subscribe to our Impacting Jamaica channel today.